GM friends, good morning, Coder Dan.
Damn, gang. Hey, no, sure. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Another day.
Nice. Okay, we are. Somebody hit the Gotchi bot if you haven't already.
Typing it now. Goob's got it.
Excellent.
Thank you, Goob.
Do we know where those recordings go? Because there were people asking last week how to access the recording.
Good question. Goobs, do you know? I assume they're on like the Gotchi bot back end somehow. Goobs, you want to tell everyone what you did yesterday? That's you blew my mind this when I was reading your message, bro. We have now I've built it up so much, so he might. I don't know if he's gonna say it or not. We got a hero amongst us, friends. I don't think he's gonna come on mic, but we'll get the text version of it. It's death. Prost, sir. Good morning. Guten Morgen. Guten Tag already. He said there's a house burning 3 doors down. I was the first one on scene, called 911, and got 2 kids out of the house. Holy shit, bro.
Wait, is he doing this with a broken jaw too?
I think his jaw is better or recovering, but yeah, probably.
That's amazing.
Broken jaw turn them even more into a Giga Chad.
Yeah, it's like the Kanye West of the old school Kanye West, not Nazi Kanye West, when he rapped his first song through a wired jaw.
Right.
Hey, you got some kids here.
Did that like inspire them? That must have inspired a lot of the later people because it feels like everyone's rapping with their jaw like wired shut. Just the way that all the mumble rap.
Yeah, there's this video that came out this week, and it's a trap rapper, but he's using a lot. It's like this really big dude. Like when I say big, I mean like fat, like morbidly obese guy. I forgot his name, but he's rapping. He's playing a song in front of Busta Rhymes, and Busta Rhymes is just nodding his head like in disappointment while the guy's like kind of miming what he's saying. And the post, people were just clowning the guy because he's like in his vibe, and like Buster's like, this is not music. Like this is so bad.
Wow. So if you hadn't taken those out, you wouldn't have been able to yell to the kids. You wouldn't have been able to save them. Holy shit, man. That's crazy. You'd be there like y'all like is anyone here? Is anyone here? That's wild.
So does this make him a Gotchi hero or a Gotchi guardian?
Right? Soldier of Fortune, or I guess the knight would probably be the knight. Something the knight would probably do. Is that Goops? I don't think Goops is in France, but maybe he is. Because heroes are everywhere, friends.
Also, thanks for the reminder. I gotta use the fireworks I have in my closet before they erupt.
Yeah, it could have been related to that. What started the fire, Goobs? Do they know? Uh, yeah, these 4th of July. I guess it hasn't been on since 4th of July, but yeah, barbecues, man. Stoves and barbecues. Gotta watch out.
Yeah, I'm kind of dealing with the opposite. I think my fridge is broken. The Since yesterday, the freezer isn't as cold, and we have it set to the coldest setting. And I woke up this morning and was like checking my meat that's in the freezer, and it's getting soft. It's like, oh no, this thing might be broken. So right after the hangout, I probably will have to cook a lot of stuff before it can go bad. But I'll call my maintenance guy and see if he can get in by Monday to fix it.
It might be out of coolant or something.
Yeah, I mean, I've been here almost 4 years now. So I've never really had issues with this apartment. And then all of a sudden this year, I've had issues like leaks coming in through the windows. My water heater went down. I had my faucet get messed up. And now the actually also the lock on my door, the cylinder just came right out one night. So they've been the maintenance guy I've seen a lot in the last couple months. So it's just kind of weird. Yeah, I gotta save the beer. I don't have that much beer, but I have a lot of like cheese because I just went shopping: eggs, cheese, vegetables, and then I'm wondering if I have too much stuff in the fridge because my girlfriend bought a lot of seltzers, so we have a ton of like just regular like soda water in the fridge. And then my kid was the one that alerted me because the ice cream's melting. He's like, because I promised him he can have ice cream yesterday, and he's like, it's like foamy and melty, and I'm like, what do you mean? I come home and it's like, oh, yeah, all right, thank you, Canary. He was the goobs of my ice cream.
Goobs of your meat.
Yeah.
Bro saved your meat. Oh, good. Yeah. Little household maintenance. Always fun. You can't vibe code that. You gotta actually get in there and fix it.
That's
Can't have
funny. So
AI fix that shit yet.
yeah, that's the point. Like, there's some jobs that are going to be safe. Like AI is not touching plumbing for a long time.
No.
Yeah. Also, shout out to DeFi Mike. He asked if I tried to onboard the maintenance guy. Not yet. Although he's come in while I'm hanging, doing my spaces in the morning, and has like fixed stuff while I'm here chattering about like Bitcoin and all this other stuff. So we're slowly like crypto pilling him.
I feel like a guy like that, does he do like sports betting? That's really hot in America right now, right? It's
Yeah, I
not
don't
that far
think so.
away.
Because this guy's an older dude. I want to say he's definitely older than me. So he probably might be in his 50s. And
Right.
yeah, he's like a chill Southern dude. He just comes in and he's like, he fixes stuff. Like, I'm like, my water heater's broken. I'm freaking out. He's like, oh, this is easy. We'll just take care of this. He brings his little pugs with him, like in his truck. So I don't know if he's that degenerate, but I think like at least like I was crypto pilling people yesterday because there's at my girlfriend's bar, there is a bartender who is a normie who uses like he's collecting, he's accumulating Bitcoin and ETH, and he's been focused on that. And me and him talk about DeFi, but he hasn't like I've gotten him to set up a wallet, but not cross the chasm yet. And another guy was there that has no exposure, and we were just explaining the concepts of like DCAing and like how I had my girlfriend start DCAing Bitcoin at 40K, and she like was asking me like a week ago, hey, should I stop DCAing? Everything seems down because I had her getting Polygon and say, and I was like, no, this is why you DCA. It's down. If you have conviction in it, you
Yeah.
think it's going to last for the long term, then it'll go back up. So her Bitcoin, she has more Bitcoin than me now, and she's like, should I sell it? I'm like, no, just keep DCAing. So I could probably get him to
Yeah.
DCA. That'd be a easy thing.
With things like that, it's a dip as a buying opportunity.
Yeah, you just get if you have conviction and you believe in it, that it works. And my landlord is into crypto because when I first moved in, I had to show him proof of income, but I was doing Web3 stuff, so I gave him screenshots of my wallet and like my E Trade, and then he like I was telling him about NFTs. This was in 2021, so he started like we went down a rabbit hole. He's like, "What are these NFTs?" And I'm like, "It's all speculative." But I've bought a stupid picture of an ape that went from $1,300 to $13,000 in a month, and I can't wait for those times to come back. But yeah, Schnitzel Depp got it. Like you might as well borrow against your Bitcoin.
Were you able to pay your landlord in NFTs?
No, he did not accept that. We'll get him there though. Yeah, I showed. I
Like, bro,
remember.
I'll pay you in cool cats.
Yeah, I mean, back then I had like my Aavegotchi. I had a
Yeah.
spreadsheet with all the Aavegotchi stuff I had. So I was showing him. I'm like, here's my wallet, so you can see the value of the crypto. But I'm like, if you look at the value based on this, spreadsheet that I've created, it's a lot of money across all these NFTs. And he was impressed because he was just like, he's a real estate guy. He's not. I think he's
Yeah.
maybe a little older than me. So it blew his mind that like finance was moving in this direction.
Yeah, my wife's been DCAing a little bit of gold. They love gold. Everyone in China is a gold bug. So she'll buy a little bit of gold. I'm like, you could be putting that into other things in the crypto. She's like, no, we gotta diversify. Gotta have a little bit of real assets. It's like, yeah, it's cool. They like little gold trinkets. She'll buy like a few grams at a time. It's cute. You can wear them, little bracelets and stuff.
Yeah, one of my
Oh,
bigger
big fan of
fumbles
DCA.
was I was looking like I want to say 2010 palladium because I was very much into
Hmm.
precious metals and I was like, okay, gold, silver, palladium, and then the industrial use case of palladium. I never pulled the trigger. I ended up like moving into other things. I think that's when I got into improv comedy, and then palladium skyrocketed in price. Like I think it's as valuable as platinum now. I haven't checked recently, but I was like, oh man, what did I do? I should have bought palladium or at least like companies that mined it. Oh, China, that's a smart move. Selling the gold and silver for Bitcoin.
I mean, when Jesse and I got started, our first kind of thing we tried together was NFTs backed by gold. Choinya, I think you had a few of those, right? A couple little gold rocks. But DigixDAO ended up, I think they were I don't know if I think they were like one of the first DAOs to kind of well their gold backed token, like I think it became non-convertible or something. And then they also like they were the first big DAO to like shut down. Kind of sad. But that was happening as we were doing this project. That was a pretty cool idea though. Little beautiful little 3D objects backed by real gold. But led to something even better, even cooler. Yeah. All right. Well, let's give a couple updates on what we're doing over at PixelCraft this week. Had another week of prepping our Gotchi Guardians for the Steam release. Uh, good news on that is we actually got a build. Well, it's uh, good news coming soon. We hope we finally got a build review uploaded to Steam, and now we're kind of just like waiting for their review process. It takes about 4 to 7 days. You know what? I might, as I'm coming on here, they're coming on in the U.S., but it is a weekend, so we're probably not going to hear anything. But we're anxiously waiting that build approval process for Gotchi Guardians. Hoping, that nothing kind of triggers them for not letting it go through. But actually, something does look a little bit different in the store here. I'll have to check what what Slama says. So yeah, we're making good progress on that. We got the store is up. We got wish lists coming in. They still won't show us how many wish lists we have. This sale that Steam is doing, apparently it's broken all of their servers or something, because they won't show us how many wish lists we have. But we're anxiously waiting that information to come through. Guardians have any use for the gotchis yet? The main use for the gotchis is just being able to flex. When we do get non-NFT people coming in, they're going to be blown away when they see these like really cool gotchis that people have put together. The other more tangible benefit is you do get extra XP for every match that you play with a real gotchi. But we are, as we've said consistently, this game is built to be attractive to more of the mass audience. And so introducing all the complexity of the NFT traits and all the balancing, first of all, from a gameplay, game design perspective, it's extremely hard, as we've seen with mini gacha games. And people on Steam or just normie gamers are not really into all that complexity up front. They don't want to have to make a big purchase up front. So we do have it on the roadmap. I would like to introduce at some point a way to Slama had this idea of unlocking different aspects of the tech tree, because like each guardian has a different tech tree. Being able to unlock those by equipping specific wearables onto your gotchi and kind of being able to jump ahead a little bit. But that we don't have enough guardians yet to be able to like do that, because there's way more wearables than there are skills for guardians. Yeah, Goob's pointed out, 50 XP per match. So you can level up a lot faster if you're actually using your real gotchi, which is quite cool. Yeah, exactly. We don't want to favor one wearable over another, which is why it makes it tricky to do this. The Slama's his plan was to basically, since we have so few guardians and so many wearables, the plan was to like have one wearable represent the skill, but also have like 20 other wearables that would kind of be a substitute for it. But that's like, it's not a good system. It's very unintuitive, and it's like, if imagine like you have your knight sword and you can also equip a flag, like an Aave flag, and it also represents a knight sword. It's not very intuitive. So I think we got to go back to the drawing board with that to figure out something a little bit more reasonable. Will Guardian skins replace wearables? No, Guardian skins will definitely not replace wearables. The whole point of the Guardian skins is that they're kind of a layer on top of the wearable. So I don't think it's not a part of the system right now yet that you can equip specific wearable skins, but that is kind of was always on the table to be able to do that. Right now, a Guardian skin just replaces a Guardian. It doesn't replace a specific wearable. So yeah, we've been just doing that. We started some Reddit outreach, just getting a little bit of karma on places like Indie Dev and Game Dev and a couple other Reddit forums where gamers and game devs are hanging out. We're also working on a campaign with this company called Keymailer, who are kind of pros in the industry and have access to a lot of kind of very grassroots type content creators. And so the idea is to get them, to rope them in, get them to do early play tests of the game, and hopefully, that can lead to a couple people actually getting really interested in the game, doing content on it, getting on YouTube, places like that. It could lead to a lot of publicity for the game. And yeah, we got also sexy new intro trailer. I don't think anyone has seen it yet. It's really nice, really, really nice. That'll be the first thing that you see when you download the game. Is this amazing new intro trailer? So lots happening on the Gotchi Guardian side. Still aiming, kind of dependent on the Steam team at this point, but almost all the work we need to do on our side is done. We're just doing a few final things to integrate into the Steam SDK. But this upcoming build, 0.10, is definitely the most massive Gotchi Guardians update that the team has ever done. Like it, I think it was 16 pages of change logs last time I was reading it. It's crazy. It's a lot, so much balancing, so much just like new, like Slama has just really honed in on all the aspects that he wasn't like really happy with, and people were reporting, and it's fixing it.
Welcome.
Let's not share that yet. Let's hold that back.
We'll see.
We'll see it when it comes out. It is very cool though. It's definitely, it feels like you're watching Saturday morning cartoons. Trying to download. That'd be quick. You got some quick internet if you were able to download that. I'll give that to you. And on the migration side, another good week. We're literally we've finished all the balance checks, all of the fake gotchis, fake cards, all the Aavegotchis, the wearables. I was in the DApp this week, just clicking around, doing random tests on stuff. Everything was pretty much working. The last thing we have to do now is just we want everything to like be perfect for base, and there's some tech debt from things like the Forge contract that if you go on to OpenSea right now, it doesn't show up as the right asset. That wasn't done by PixelCraft. That was done by the Forge team, and I guess it slipped through our QA back then. So we're going to try to go back and update that so that the assets just show up properly on OpenSea. Right now, it shows nothing. I think it shows the name, but the picture is not there. So just doing final OpenSea type QA to make sure that all of our assets look perfect on OpenSea and everything matches what it's supposed to, so that we can have a strong presence and feel confident that everything is as it should be. As being an NFT project, you got to look good on the marketplaces. So that's pretty much where the team is right now. Don't have any like final blockers. We've gotten through all the blockers. All the weird balance issues seem to be smoothed over. So now we're just doing this final little polishing, and yeah, definitely going to be setting a date for our migration probably next week as we see these final things come in. There's also a couple SVG issues that somehow cropped up, and those are also being ironed out as well. Like I think someone mentioned there was for some reason some of the shirts were put on backwards, which is just wild. Like, how does that happen? We're using all the same scripts we used a couple years ago, but somehow I call them the gremlins. The gremlins get in and they start changing code in places. So those are being fixed as well. Yeah, exactly. Pants, shirts, somehow, they put on backwards. Yeah, I agree. We do hear probably next week. I hear that, as I'm in there, we're doing the best we can. These are massive contracts. Unfortunately, we underestimated. We thought because everything had been already done for Geist, that there would be a simple process, but it turned out there were a lot of differences in the way that we had to deploy the contracts onto base versus on Geist, because it was a total migration, not a bridging. So then there were just random issues that crop up, subgraphs not working properly and all sorts of balance issues. I'm no happier than anyone that it's taken this long, but we're gonna get there. And then we also have some fake gotchis coming in the queue. Those are going to be, people were asking about the GBM promotion. We'll definitely be part of that. Probably going to be last or next to last, which actually I think is a good position because their GBM server is growing quite. There's a lot of people coming in for the airdrop that they're doing. So actually be good that we were initially thinking of going first, but I think it's actually better that we'll be going closer to the end. There'll be more people, more attention on what GBM is doing in their upcoming launch. So there are a couple fake gotchis in the queue right now that will be minted once we get onto base. How much time would you expect we need until we can do rarity farming? Rarity farming is, it's pretty simple. I think contract-wise, there's not that much that would change. I think there's a couple things such as we're gonna do the XP, all the XP that needs to be dropped for the DAO proposals. That will be done on base. There's no sense in doing it now on Polygon because it's not gonna bridge. That's not something we can bridge over. And things like I'm just going through the list here. I don't think it would be like a big lift to do that because pretty much it's just sending out Ghost and looking at the leaderboard and sending out Ghost. So I don't think it's like a massive lift for us. Oh, nice, Thrax. You're working with GBM to do a video. That's cool. Other than that, happy Bitcoin all-time high, friends. Pretty epic news. A lot of money flowing into the space. Finally, Ethereum is getting a little bit of attention as well. Hopefully that will lead to some form of alt season for EVM-based tokens. I think we're all waiting for a moment like that. It's been pretty weird cycle so far. Yeah, so that's all I have in terms of updates from my side this week. I know we got plenty of DAO stuff, so I will have to jump just at the top of the hour or a little bit past as well. So if you want to begin the DAO call, that's fine with me.